Cody Rhodes won was when you were here to promote AEW.
Yeah.
And you were Mr. AEW. You were the guy that hitched your wagon and vice versa to each other to launch the competitor to WWE. And you were all about it.
Yes.
What happened?
And we even bonded over it, actually. Because there was a whole, bet on yourself when you decided to leave and all the things you did.
Yes.
So I knew this morning, I saw I was coming, I was like, oh, I'm going to have some explaining to do about all this.
We're just filling in a blank here. I mean, what happened?
What ultimately, I feel like, and Tony Khan and I have both spoke about this publicly, is it felt like the block had been filled. Right, the alternative company exists. They're doing great. I'm super proud of everything we built. Super proud of all my kids who are over there, who I recruited and hired. They've got a show that's airing, a reality show that's slightly spun off from what Brandy and I did, and we were able to help that option move forward. So it was just a matter of the block had been filled, and I said this the night after I came back at WrestleMania last year. Sometimes you find your, destiny on the roads you take to avoid it. And I took a lot of roads all around to come back to the thing I wanted the most at 8 years old was the WWF Championship at the time.
Yes.
Which was the title my dad never held. I'd be the one in the family to ever get it, and that is the title now that Roman Reigns has under the name the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship. And it just made all the sense in the world when I came back. No hard feelings. We left on great terms, and now here we are at Rich Cody 3. And
it really was wild when I heard about it. I think TJ, you were the one who came in and you told me like, oh yeah, Cody's going back to WWE, and I'm like, what?
How'd you know?
I mean,
the internet. They talk a lot. They talk a lot.
That crazy thing that lets everybody know about everything in real time called the internet, And so we heard about it, and I was keen to know like why, because you were honestly like it became your identity, right? I mean, like and your identity is what helped launch AEW.
It did, and I think it separated me a little bit from being just a wrestler. When I really was face forward with everything, and at the beginning, it was almost all me. I think Tony didn't want to really come out as much. He was just getting comfortable with the idea of it. Now he's out front. He's able to do it all. But at the beginning, it was all me. And I think it distanced me a little bit from just being just a wrestler, which is nice. I come back to WWE. I got no power. I got no stroke. Just I'm defined by my performance and my competition skills alone. And that's a nice feeling. I think the job I had at AEW, I might have been a little too young for. Definitely a little too immature for.
What do you mean?
Well, I was in charge. Other than what Tony was the big boss, and then I was the underboss, I guess, or the number one on the Enterprise. And at that point, with still so much to do left, actually in the ring,
right?
I think maybe I wasn't ready for that. Still though, great memories.
Sure,
loved every second of it. Wild ride. Got 2 visits with you.
Yes, you did.
2 visits with you. We bonded over it.
You still would have gotten the visits.
Thank you.
I'll be very honest with you, Cody.
But I'm. This is a fun week for. One of the coolest things about WrestleMania, and I know you know this, but WrestleMania brings in the entire collective community of people who like anything that involves a ring. So whether you call it sports entertainment or you call it pro wrestling, or it's the whole week. I tell all, like, I've got the school in Georgia where we teach beginners camps for wrestling. I tell them all, find a way out here. You just help set up a ring for this show, make runs for this crew, do everything you can to be around it, because it's the most fun you can have. It is the Super Bowl of what we do, WrestleMania, and to be the one taking it home on Sunday night in terms of the final thing, the big game for the big one, just very blessed.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.